Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I thought I'd get on here and react to another Taylor animated video for you guys. Now, let's review what I reacted to so far. The Universal Studios version of the Frankenstein monster, Evolution of Willy Wonka, Joker, and I did both Godzilla and Mechagodzilla already, so I figured why not do one of the Marvel villains that he's covered on his channel. So I decided to pick the Evolution of Green Goblin. Now, Green Goblin is like one of my all-time favorite Spider-Man villains, and a lot of you out there will probably say the same. So I figured, why not react to that one? And it was either that one or Venom, because I like Venom too. So I said Venom will be like another video down the road, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to move the camera closer to the screen so you guys can see it. And let's get this reaction video on the road, shall we? Alright, everybody. Here we go.
You know, Norman Osborn is something of a scientist himself, but when exposed to Goblin formula, he turns into the notorious Green Goblin. And just how has this green meanie evolved over the years? Let's go through his appearances in TV and film to find out. Animated. In his first on-screen appearance, the Goblin wears a pink cloth outfit, a purple belt with matching satchel and boots, and he dons a long hat.
To be honest with you guys, I'm not a huge fan of that Green Goblin because I think Green Goblin looks better with just the purple and green, not adding pink and all that. And he don't look that very menacing until later on, but anyway.
Tucked behind his enormous ears. Plus, in close-ups, he has bushy eyebrows and way too long lashes.
No, I don't like
Goblin
that.
is obsessed with witchcraft and, of course, rides his signature glider. In the 1981 TV series, Osborn physically transforms himself into the hideous Goblin. He sports a darker outfit and has paler skin with added scales.
Now, that's a little bit better.
From time to time, it appears he's just wearing a goblin costume. But that doesn't matter, because when he's electrically shocked or caught in an explosion, he magically turns back into Norman Osborn. For the 1994 animated series, Norman dresses up in a...
This is what I was talking about right here. I said I remember this animated series growing up, and the way the Green Goblin looks in here is top notch, even though it's like he's got pink on it, but I don't care.
In a bright pink outfit with a golden belt. Plus, his mask has yellow eyes and...
That's what I like right there. The golden eyes makes him look more menacing.
Vampiric teeth. And he's, well, a lot more beefy. While this goblin falls into a portal to the unknown, his son Harry would later take up the mantle. In the Counter-Earth follow-up series, the mysterious Hector Jones wears a mechanical get-up with bird-like feet, a winged backpack.
To be honest with you guys, I have never seen this show either. I might have seen a few episodes, but I don't remember the episode with this Green Goblin, but he looks way cooler than the other one we just saw.
And large goggles. Even though he looks villainous, this goblin is apparently good, and even teams up with the webhead himself.
I like how that Spider-Man suit looks
too. His first live-action appearance wears an armored green flight suit with hints of purple undertones, and an oblong...
This one's my favorite right here. If you want to be more like a realistic goblin, this is the way to go right here. So Sam Raimi and Willem Dafoe nailed it right here.
Retractable yellow lenses. He manages to take out his former business associates, but when faced against Spider-Man, he's defeated by his own glider. Although, in Spider-Man 3, his son Harry vows to avenge his father. He wears a tactical black suit with green accents. A ski goggle map.
Now, technically, I would not call him Green Goblin because they titled all of his action figures for the Spider-Man 3 line New Goblin, but hey, it kind of looks like an updated Green Goblin anyway.
And later on is scarred by his own pumpkin bomb. This goblin rides a hoverboard and eventually teams up with Spider-Man, sacrificing himself to save his web-headed friend. In the spectacular Spider-Man, Osborn wears a purple ensemble featuring a loincloth with a pumpkin-shaped belt.
I remember this one growing up. I used to watch the show when it came on TV, and I remember how this Green Goblin looked.
And a mask designed with tiny ears and a flat hat. He mostly zaps lasers out of his fingers, and he has a gang of pumpkin...
And he almost looks like a Green Goblin character that you will see around Halloween, you know, buy a costume like that. And I love the detail with the pumpkin belt. buckle.
In Masked Thugs. In Ultimate Spider-Man, Norman is injected with Spidey and Venom DNA, turning him into a gruesome goblin creature. He has a double-horned...
This one, I don't know what they were trying to do. It almost looks like they were trying to make like an abomination right here. Goblin. Almost like Hulk and Abomination mixed with Goblin DNA. I don't know why they wanted to do this.
Chin, pupilless yellow eyes, and wears an armored outfit. He also sports a caped iron suit, becomes a venomized goblin,
Now that's cool.
as well as a spider goblin,
That's creepier.
and in a dream sequence is seen in his king goblin form.
Oh,
This
that's
show
cool.
also features a winged ultimate goblin and a female goblin, who also...
You see what I mean right there? They couldn't give the Norman Osborn a costume like hers right here. But no, they made him look more demonic.
turns more grotesque. Marvel Disc Wars features a bulky goblin with spike shoulders, double horns, and a fashionable stripe down
He almost looks like a court jester to me. I'm sorry.
his suit. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Harry Osborn takes an experimental serum to save his life, but instead it accelerates his made-up disease. He then utilizes an olive green flight suit.
This one was alright, folks, but to be honest with you, I don't know how his character would have gone if they even made that Sinister Six movie that they were talking about doing. And as you can see by his suit, it looks like it's missing some pieces. And I actually saw some behind the scenes video or whatever. They were doing makeup tests. They were going to make him look more like a goblin instead of this right here. I said I would have rather seen that. But they didn't do it. Oh well.
Suit to take on Spider-Man, ultimately becoming the cause of his girlfriend's death. And while he tries to form the Sinister Six, the series would instead be cancelled. Future Avengers Norman wears a cutesy-looking goblin costume with a jester-like collar and extremely long socks. Oh, and he has super jumping abilities. Into the Spider-Verse features a 25-foot mutated goblin with wings, a tail...
I never seen that movie, folks. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is just way too goblin mixed with troll type of look. In other words, this goblin's not my style.
and a disturbingly long blue tongue.
Yeah, that's way too disturbing.
But he's mostly a goon of Kingpin, so let's keep going. In the 2017 Spider-Man cartoon, Norman Osborn merges with a Venom symbiote, becoming the Dark Goblin.
I seen some of this one right here, and I said, oh man, that was kind of unique on how they did that. Basically, Norman lost his leg too, and mixed the Venom symbiote with Green Goblin formula, and boom. Now that's cool.
He has animal-like feet, added spiky protrusions, and...
Imagine if this version was in the movie, live-action movie. I would love to see it.
a long tail. Later, he injects himself with additional serum, transforming him into a more beastly creature. The preschool show, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, features an adorable goblin wearing armored safety pads. Though he looks innocent, he's still a troublesome goon to his spider foes. But let's get back to the grown-up gobbies. In No Way Home, the 2002 Goblin is mistakenly transported into the MCU. His armor is slightly simplified and dirtier. His helmet features an angrier brow and more golden eyes.
I love that every time he says Golden Eyes, they had to bring up the Golden Eye video game. But I loved how they brought back his Green Goblin in the Spider-Man No Way Home movie, like you said. But then I loved how his transition happened. But I hated that they, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, Norman just couldn't take the Goblin looking at him. He just bust the helmet with a rock. I'm like, that gum, you should have kept it.
Eyes. Although later on, he ditches it for goggles, gets a purple accented battle damaged look, and adds a satchel, tattered hoodie, and gauntlets to it.
See what I mean? They just made him way cooler with all that tactical stuff on him.
Suit. He continues his reign of terror in the MCU, but is eventually given an anti-goblin serum and sent back to his own unit.
That's good. Be like Norman don't get killed off this time. Be able to reset the timeline in Tobey Maguire's universe.
And that is the ghastly evolution of the Green Goblin. Comment down below which Gobby is your favorite, and subscribe for more animations. Thank you for watching, commenting, and pressing.
Alright, folks. That is the evolution of Green Goblin by Teleanimated. And My favorite Green Goblins were William Dafoe's, both from the original Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire and No Way Home. And I also like how that Venom Goblin looked in the 2017 Spider-Man TV show. And maybe the Hector Jones Green Goblin from Spider-Man Unlimited. That looked like 90s noir theme right there. I said that was kind of cool. So that's going to be it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications for more animated videos like this. As always, this has been another successful installment of the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey the Tin Man Taylor. Sayonara, everybody.